Thanksgiving, everybody. Actually, the day after. So everybody's got tons of leftovers, and I'm going to try to show you something really quick and easy to do with them today. But before I do that, I wanted everyone to read Tracker's little bandana here. What's it say, Abs?
My parents are getting married.
That's right. Abby and Anthony are getting married next weekend. So, of course, I'm not going to do a video because we've got so much to do. Tracker's very excited. He's actually going to be in the wedding. So we're going to have a great time next week, huh, Trax? No video, but you're going to get wedding food. I promise, okay? He's such a good boy. He was at the house yesterday for Thanksgiving, and he didn't even beg for anything, but boy, did he love the turkey. I didn't realize he had teeth like that. Put the food down and took right out of my hand. We had 3 dogs at the house yesterday, so it was quite crazy in there. Today, I want to let you know that you're going to make a great meal out of this. Yep, guys, the Pop and Whack Pillsbury Crescent Rolls. This is going to be an amazing dinner for you guys. A lot of people know how to make different kind of brie in these with cranberry, but today we're going to take all of our leftovers and we're going to make a delicious dinner for you. So I just went ahead and I took all of my leftovers that I had. So I had the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, turkey, and this was like a corn casserole I made this week. And I actually got the recipe off for the corn casserole. I got it off of YouTube from a channel that I have on there that I follow, a page. Her name is Nikki and Mama. And they always have these wonderful little Italian things on there. So I made it and it was delicious. Some of the other things that I wanted to show you guys that you could do with your leftovers. You can make stuffed peppers. So, you get the pepper, perfect time to use red, yellow, and orange because those are 4 colors. You put the stuffing in it, the turkey. You could put a little gravy on top and bake them. You can make like a shepherd's pie. You could put your stuffing on the bottom. Always grease the pan. Put your stuffing on the bottom and then just layer it. Your turkey, your green beans, put the mashed potatoes on top. Bake it and top it with gravy. Potato pancakes. These are my little drawings. This is a little winky. I'm not the artist in the family. Potato pancakes. You take the potato, you put a little Parmesan cheese in them, a little olive oil, a little spices. If you want to put a little bit of sauteed onion in them, and then you put them in a pan and you pan fry them, and they come out delicious. We've got a turkey stuffing balls. Now these are new to me too. I read them on the internet. You just take your stuffing, roll it into a ball. You can bread it if you want to. You dredge it with the flour, the egg, the breadcrumbs, and you just fry them up in a pan. Delicious little appetizers for the stuffing balls. Turkey and kale soup. That's what we're going to be having at the restaurant tonight because, of course, I have a big turkey left over. Turkey pot pie, that's always a classic. Chop up the turkey, the green beans, corn, whatever you had. If you had carrots, even sweet potatoes, put them in a pie shell, bake them up. And then today, the last thing I'm going to recommend is the Thanksgiving ring. And when you see how easy this is, you're going to say, why did I not try this a lot sooner? So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to clear this off, is we're going to take this pan and we're going to open it. And this is actually the hardest part for me, is actually getting it open. So I trust everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I know it was very different for a lot of people this year. I'm just going to whack this. I actually FaceTimed with my family in New York, and very small celebrations they had because, they have a lot of rules going on up there. They couldn't, really celebrate the way that we're used to. But they make the best of it. That's how we do things. Okay, and so I'm just going to put these out on a cutting board and just take that out. And then I'm going to roll them out straight. That's just celery. Okay, we're going to cut on the line here. I'm going to move it. Now these are the grand ones. If you don't have them, you can certainly just continue to use the other ones. And I'm going to just kind of roll them out a little bit more. Here, we want to make the most of them. This looks like it's actually, it is. My goodness. All right, well, we've already got one started here. I didn't know there was one folded under here. There we go. I promise you it's easier than this. I don't know why this was like this. Okay, so we've got them all laid out here, right? And what we're gonna do next is we have a baking sheet here, and I just have a sill pat down. I always like to bake these guys, just like you can put it down, you can wash them and reuse them over and over and over, and they're the easiest thing in the world. And you don't have to grease the pan or anything. And today my little my dish towel came from my friend Christine. She's been my very good friend here forever since I moved here. And she brought that for me when I moved into my house, and I said, you know what, this is a great day to use this because I'm thankful for my friends today. Okay, and the first thing, we don't really have to roll it. I mean, I was thinking, and the one I had at home was kind of more tight, and I had to roll it out, but you don't need to. So what we do is we just start to layer these around. So we're going to put this down, and then you can overlap a little bit on each other. And this literally takes 10 minutes to make this. I'm going to move your teapot a little bit. I already had her bridal shower last weekend, right? Last weekend? She got so many nice new things. It made me realize how old my kitchen gadgets are. Now I want a shower. I think women should have a shower when they get older because their stuff gets so ruined. And it's very rustic, so you don't even have to make sure that it's perfect. You know what I mean? You can just keep going around here and overlapping. It's almost going to look like a big sunshine. And the last piece we're just going to put like that on top.
That was every piece?
That was
Yeah.
every piece. That is every piece we have.
Cool.
Okay, so that's probably the hardest part of it all. Is just the spreading, getting it right. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Because, when this bakes, it's going to puff up. But the reason we're leaving a hole in the center is because we're going to put our gravy in there when it's done. So that's what we're going to dip these in when we're done. If you could make like a Mexican one like this. Sometimes I do for my husband, a taco meat and the cheese and the beans. And then in the inside, you put the salsa. So these are very versatile. You can do a lot of things with them. Move my coffee out of the way. All right, so first thing I'm going to start with is the mashed potatoes because they're going to act like the glue. So I'm just going to spread the mashed potatoes down. I'm sure everybody makes mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving Day. I actually had the idea that I wanted to do scallop potatoes, and there's no way my husband would even allow it. So I was like, okay. He actually came in the house yesterday to make sure to help me mash them because he wanted mashed potatoes so bad. So that's why I have, and I knew I would have a lot left over because I think I made 10-pound bag of mashed potatoes.
And we didn't have Devin this year.
And we did not have Devin this year. My oldest daughter, Annie, went to Florida to see Devin's family. But he is our eater. Let's put it nicely. Devin is our eater in the family. We missed him this year. We had a lot of leftovers. I sent her a picture while she was there, and she goes, "Did you really eat already? What's all the leftovers?" I said, "Yeah, we missed you." Okay, so we have these all done, and that's going to act as the glue. Like I said, it's just a thin layer you can put down. There, maybe a little bit more over here. All right, so that's done. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the turkey. And I just took a couple pieces, and I'm just going to shred it. You could shred it what you want with a knife, or you could just like pull it apart. We're just going around the ring, and we're just adding the turkey meat to it. It's all nice and done. I use the dark meat also. When I serve turkey, it's my favorite part actually. We've got a lot of turkey in here, so just gonna. There we go. Track. Look what I've got for you. Oh, what a ding dong. His catching skills are. Okay, so we can, if you want it, load up on the turkey, load up on the turkey. It's going to be delicious. I feel a little bit different today. I don't have an apron on. I actually brought one with me, but I just felt so relaxed and casual after Thanksgiving. I just wanted to relax, so just threw on my Amichis t-shirt and just cooking like normal today, like I did yesterday. Okay, so now we've got the second layer on of the turkey meat, right? And you say, wow, this does not look all that good at all. But it's just very rustic. Now we're gonna put in our stuffing. I don't know how you guys make stuffing, but this is a recipe from my mom. This recipe, honestly, she must have gotten it from my Nana. And it is a classic in our family. My sisters make it. Nobody's ever changed it year after year after year. It's absolutely delicious. I could eat it just as it is. I love it. And yesterday when I was cooking, I said to Abby, it just gives me, Thanksgiving reminds me of my dad. He was always in the kitchen bugging my mom, wanting to get into things, wanting to be helpful, and he was just always sent to the living room. She would always yell at him, Ben, go in the living room. Poor man. And he wanted to carve the turkey when it came out. Okay, so now I'm just putting on a little bit of this corn casserole. And basically it was like eggs with half and half. And it was whipped up, and then we put it with corn in a casserole dish. I put in white cheddar cheese, and then I put, what's this stuff? Cornbread? The cornbread mix on top of that. And then I just baked it, and it came out pretty good, wasn't it?
I loved it.
Now look how nice and stacked this is.
So you could also do like a green bean casserole in there.
Yeah, I actually had it at home, and I thought to myself, there's no way I can possibly fit any more food on this thing.
No.
But even if you had like sweet potatoes, that would be fantastic in here. You could add those in there. We had turnips yesterday. I mean, I think you and I are the only ones that like them.
I think so.
Yeah, so I ate those today. I heated them up. Okay, so look how nice this looks. It's all stacked up here together. And the last thing I'm gonna put on is the cranberry sauce. And this is one of my favorite things for Thanksgiving. I love the cranberry sauce. So I'm just gonna put it a little bit on it because when you bake it, it kind of melts and it just gives it everything like this sweet taste. Of course, if you don't like it, you don't have to add it. And then once this goes in the oven, it all bakes and it's like, it smells like Thanksgiving in your house all over again. I love it. But like I said, if nobody does, you know, by all means, don't put it in. Do it on half if you like it and your husband doesn't. That's in my case. He was like, that looks great except for the cranberry sauce. There. Okay. Doesn't it look pretty as is? All right. So we got rid of a lot of leftovers just like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take them and we're going to bring them over and we're just going to take this crust piece and like push it down in there. And then we're just going to keep doing the same. Just bring it to the side because it's going to get tucked under. See that? It turns out to be really pretty when it's done. And then this way. And then look how nice that is. And remember now it gets all puffed up so it bakes nice and golden brown. There we go. How easy is that?
That's beautiful.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know it. Wait till you see the finished product. Now at home I put like, I beat like an egg and I put a little egg wash on it because that's just going to enhance the color. It just makes it a little much prettier golden brown color. And it helps it kind of seal around here. Those pieces, that we tucked under, it kind of helps as a seal on there. So that's gonna bake, and I put it in the oven for, at 375, I put it in for 20 minutes. And it baked beautiful. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Okay, so we already made this one. Look at that. Everything's hot on there. You do realize that now.
Mm-hmm.
This plate and everything is hot in the bowl.
Yep.
So this is what it looks like. And of course I just sprinkled a little fresh pepper on it after I had put it in. And this is actually the gravy, so that's all nice and warm. Let's get are we in here or over there? Oh, I got us a plate. Let's try it.
beautiful.
Doesn't it? Guys, look at and it smells so good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut a piece.
What temp again? 375?
Yeah, mine was 375. You know, guys, I have an old oven. My oven is from 1979, so it's not calibrated as good as Abby's. Hers heated up really, really quickly. So test it after 20 minutes. See if it's ready. And here's the gravy. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on the top. Oh my gosh, it smells like yesterday. You know, I think I should just do this next year.
It does look good.
Much easier cleanup. I mean, how long were we in the kitchen doing dishes yesterday?
We knocked that out though.
We do knock
We're
it
pros.
out every year. Every year we knock it out. All right, so I'm gonna take a little taste of this. It's gonna be really super hot, so you're gonna hate it.
You always do this to me.
I know. I'll let you wait. I'll let you wait a minute. But I can't. Actually, it's just warm. It's almost like a turkey sandwich. It is a turkey sandwich. Oh, I can't wait for Anthony to try this, huh?
Oh, he's gonna be in heaven.
Here, baby, I got you a fork.
Oh.
I'm not all about myself. Here, I'm
Cut
gonna
me,
cut it for you
please.
because I know you can't. There you go. Guys, you have everything in one bite on this fork. You have your turkey, you have the roll, like the bread already, the stuffing, the gravy.
Oh my god, it's so good! I love this.
You guys are gonna love it. It's awesome. Please go out and get a can of crescent rolls. You'll be so glad you did. All right.
God, you get everything all at
in
once.
one freaking plate. That's so good.
Good lunch later.
It's very good lunch. Okay, so I'm remembering that this is a boiling hot. Really. Put it over there. I got one more thing to show you guys. A couple people today had asked me about turkey soup. My friend Denise in Rhode Island. I want to say hi to you. And then a couple of people had messaged me and said, how do you do like turkey soup? Like, what's a good way to do turkey soup? So I wanted to show you guys. This is my stock pot, and this is actually, I did this. This is the turkey carcass, so I'm going to pick the whole thing up and show you. It's coming apart now because it's been in here so long. This was the entire. I had a 16-pound turkey, so I just shoved him down in there and I covered him with water, and I let him go. And I actually let this go, and all I did was put in there a little bit of rosemary, a little bit of sage. I didn't put any other spices, any other veggies, nothing. So now what I did is I let it go on like a warm, I kept my burner on all night on the very, very warm setting. So it actually cooked all night long. And look how beautiful this stock is. So you can see the rosemary in here. And, of course we have all the bones. But the meat is now falling off. See the meat, like it's just coming off the bone here now. And what we're going to do, look at this. I mean, it is like so, obviously fork tender. So what I'm going to do next, I will take this to the restaurant and leave it on for a second. You can't see it. Okay.
I couldn't. It was a glare.
I'm going to put a couple vegetables in here while it's still cooking. And they're just going to add for flavor. Now, that's not the soup. That's not how we're going to make the soup, okay? So we're just going to add these to add some flavor now because it's all turkey. It is so good. Okay, so what we do when we get to the restaurant is we're going to let these go for a little while here. And you don't want to cut them real small. We're just going to cut them up real big. And we're going to throw them right in this stock pot like this. Just like that. And then I'm going to take a couple stalks of celery. I love the inside, the hearts of the celery. That's where most of the flavor is. And again, I'm not going to cut them real small. I'm going to cut them big. And I'm going to put these in there. There we go. And then I've got already like a bag of these chopped tomatoes. I love these shredded ones.
Carrots.
I'm sorry, what did I say?
Tomatoes.
I have tomato on the brain. I'm just going to put a handful in. So you're saying, well, why are you doing that now? out because now this is going to give it more of a vegetable flavor also. So it's going to infuse in there as it continues to cook. So as is probably, I would say another hour, we'll let it go, and then we're going to put in like a sprig of rosemary, and these are from my garden. And then I'm also going to put in some sage, and we'll throw a couple of these in there, just like that. And fresh herbs like this really do make a difference. They're very good in it, and if you leave them whole, it's easier to strain them. Because, you know, if you try to eat a rosemary, it's going to fall apart. You're going to have it. Okay, so once this cooks like this, we're going to keep it going. The next thing you do is we're going to strain that entire thing. So what's going to happen is you're going to get this big strainer full of bones and chicken and old onions and everything. You're going to have this beautiful, beautiful stock, and then you can go through and you can take the chicken out. And then
Turkey.
I don't know, I keep saying that. You could use chicken also. Because we have turkey once a year.
I know. I'm sorry.
But I never eat it any other day but Thanksgiving. Can you believe it? I love it that day. I hate it every other day. So you take the turkey off the bones and you add it back into that stock. And then you can add your beans, your kale, your pasta, whatever you want to do to make a nice soup out of it. And that's how you make a stock. So this is what you do with your turkey. Don't ever throw the carcass away because it makes an unbelievable stock. And that soup is so good. It warms the soul. It's so comforting. I'm right in the middle of writing a cookbook, but I feel like I could write just a book on soups alone. And people at the restaurant, they love soups. They love it in 90-degree weather, for God's sakes. So we're definitely soup oriented, but this is a great one. I already smell the sage.
Yeah, me too.
Smells delicious. So back to the turkey ring, guys. Now you guys know how to make this Thanksgiving ring out of a crescent roll. I hope you try it. And that cranberry in there just gives it such a nice little sweetness. And Track, you want to say, Trax is going to bed. Do you want to say goodbye? Your mommy and daddy getting married next week, so I'm not going to do a video. But I just hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Continue to rest and be grateful for the blessings we have. And you guys have a great day.